Pivot table is so helpful when analyzing or summarizing data. In case you've not used pivot table before, I made a video on how to use pivot table to analyze data in Excel. But today I'm going to show you cool features, hidden features in pivot table that you have never heard of before. And I'm going to show you how to make use of them. But if you don't know what pivot table is about, I made a video on that. Go check it out. But before you do, make sure you stay to the end of this video because you will like to know the cool features, hidden features you can do using pivot table before you go learn about it. So let's start with the first pivot table hidden features. So this is the table that we're going to be using. I'm going to be attaching the video to my description. So if you want to join me, you can click on the link in my description to download this particular data. Okay, so first of all, before we begin, all right, you have to make sure that your data is a table. Okay, you have to make sure it's already a table. How to check is when you click on a start, you see this table view, this table option is not activated, means this is already a table. But in case you've not converted your data into a table, you can just click on this and it will turn into a table. Okay, so now we have it as a table, and the first feature I would like to talk about is recommended pivot tables. So you see we have recommended pivot tables here, and you can find it when you go to your insert tab here. So when you click on your insert tab, you see recommended pivot table. So this recommended pivot table is what most of us do not use, but this can really help. So I'm going to click on this recommended pivot table. We are going to see all the recommendations is going to give us. We are seeing some of impression by location, we are seeing some of clicks by location, count of campaign ID, and some of clicks. So you're going to see a whole lot of summary of analysis that it will do for you. So you're the one that will not decide if it's okay for you. You can just work with it. If not, you can make changes to it. So I can start to make changes to it. If I click on it and then I click on OK, it's going to open into a new sheet with the pivot table field. So I can decide to make any changes to it. I can decide to remove some of clicks and bring in units sold here, and also bring in this responsible person data here. So this is a marketing data, okay, just in case you do not know, it's a marketing data. So this is what pivot table, recommended pivot table, can do for you. So you can actually try it out next time that you want to analyze the data. Try a recommended pivot table. If it doesn't work for you, you can edit it or then do whatever else you want to do. So now the next feature that we're going to talk about is inbuilt dynamic formatting. So I'm going to show you. Let's say you want to format a particular number, this sum of units. If I want to format this number for this fast food site, okay, for Gastova French, if I want to format this number, I can click on it. Then I'll go to my home tab and I'm going to just change the color to whatever color that I want. Let me make it red. So as it is now, right, I will always, this number is always going to be filtered out this way. I can even make it turn it into italics and also make it bold. So whatever I use this particular data to do, I'm always going to see this highlighted. So this helps a lot when you want to highlight a particular number or a particular information during your analysis. So I'm going to show you. If I bring this responsible person here, you see that the highlight is still there. Okay, the highlight is still there. So you can use this formatting to highlight a particular information you want to always see or you want to highlight. Okay, you can use it. So this is how inbuilt dynamic formatting works. So now we are going to talk about conditional formatting icon. This one is so nice. You can format your analysis. So now when I'll click on any of this cell, then I'll go to, in my home tab, I'll click on conditional formatting, then I'll select data bars, and then I'll select solid fill, any color of my choice. Now this is it, but this is not the main thing. You look at this box here. When you click on it, you're going to see this option. So this conditional formatting data bars, it was only turned on for this cell, but I can turn it on for all cells, showing you some of units sold values for responsible person. I can turn it on, and you see that we have turned on bars for each of these numbers. So without even seeing the numbers, looking at the bars, you're going to be seeing who has the highest unit sold and who has the lowest. Like now, Gustavo Frank has the highest among all the responsible persons. So you see the importance of this. And then you can actually turn off these numbers. If you want only the bars without these numbers, you're going to click on any of the cell, go to conditional formatting, go to manage rules, and then select these data bars, select edit rules, and then you're going to select show bar only, and then you're going to click on OK, and you click on OK. So you see there are no numbers anymore. Okay, there are no numbers anymore. Bring this unit sold here again, so we can have this unit sold here. All right, so these are just the total units sold for each of these responsible persons. So the next hidden feature is what we call custom number formatting. Custom number formatting. So we're going to, so I'm going to come here, right click, and then I'm going to go to number format. I'll select number, select this 1000 separator, and then zero decimal place, and I'm going to click on OK. All right, but then I want these numbers here, I want them to disappear. So I'm going to format it to make these numbers disappear. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go to number format. Then this time I'm going to select custom numbers. On this general, I'm going to clear this. I'm going to do semicolon 3 times, semicolon 3 times, and then I'll click on OK. And you see that these numbers are hidden, they are being hidden. Okay, these numbers are hidden. Isn't this beautiful? This is so lovely. So this is how you can perform custom number formatting. Now the next hidden feature in pivot table is report filter pages. Report filter pages. So if you go to this pivot table, but before that I want to show you guys something. We can also change the names of this pivot table. Instead of row labels and some of units, so you can change it. So to change that, I'm going to click on design, then I'll go to report layout, and I'm going to select show in outline. So you see we now have the different columns are separated. We now have location, responsible person, and some of units sold. I can edit this sum of units sold and just use, I can change it to sales instead. So this is so much better. All right, this is so much better. Now when you go to the next thing we are going to talk about is report filter pages. That's the other hidden features in pivot table or pivot table that you've never used before, you might have never used before. When you click on pivot table, analyze, and then you click on these options, you are going to see that this show report filter pages is not working. So if you want to activate this, just put, I'm going to put this responsible person in this filter pan. So when I do, so I figured out a way that you can read 15 or more books in one day. Yes, I used a website called 15minute.ai. The link is in my description below. Click on the link and register, and then you can read any type of book of your choice in this website in one day. This website summarizes books for you, so it gives you the insights you need to get from this book. Check it out in my description box. Okay, please use the link in my description box to register and try out this website. That, and then I click on this filter pan. If I select this person, it's going to give me information for this particular responsible person. If I select this other person, it's going to give me information about this particular person. Okay, but then I don't want to have to select them one after the other. I want to create different sheets for these different persons so that each one can get their summary. Okay, each one can get their summary. So I will select all and click OK. Then I'll come here and then turn on the show report filter page. Then I'm going to click OK. And with that, we've created a report for each of these responsible persons. So this is for Gustova Frank, and this is for Jesse Pickman, this is for Mike, this is for soil, this is for water, and so on and so forth. So with that, we've created different reports for these different persons instead of having to, like, check them one after the other. So guys, these are the different hidden features can use pivot table to do. So I hope this video helped you. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you are here to watch my video on how to use the pivot table for data analysis, then click on this link here and start watching it.